in amongst every conspiracy theory is a kernel of truth.
A civilization that existed millions of years before the dinosaurs?
The planet has been spinning for 5 billion years. We've only been around for the past 250,000. There were 6 major extinction events before we even crawled out of the slime. So who's to say that one of them didn't wipe out a great civilization?
There have been some untruths kind of mixed in with the conspiracy theories and thereby tainting the truths that are there. And so it's really hard to discern which part of a conspiracy theory is true and which is kind of a disinformation or falsely kind of weaved in there to make the whole thing seem unworthy of your attention. But in fact, when you look at these little kernels of truths and you weave them together with other conspiracy theory truths, you'll see that there are actually a lot of things that would change the way you live if you knew them to be true.
Showing you those ice core samples, these cataclysms that occurred 10 to 12,000 years ago, you find out that is maybe a cyclical thing. It may happen every single between 10 and potentially as long as 20,000 years. But the date that seems to be coming up is about every 12,000 years. And think about it. 12,000 years ago, almost right now, we had basically a massive ice age covering the entire northern hemisphere. And that was during a solar minimum.
Just at 3 or 5 levels, then you have more pieces, and you even will lose kings and queens on different levels, but it doesn't mean that the game's over.
Various possible futures are happening simultaneously. I can tell you all of them, but I cannot tell you which one of them will come to pass, because every action causes ripples. Consequences both obvious and unforeseen.
Another event is going to occur that is going to prop up crude above 70, and I think this is going to happen relatively soon. I expect a Middle East event to occur. Again, this is not going to be by accident. It's already thought out. So it will happen. It's just a matter of when they're going to use it. Whenever we see crude drop, again, keep your eyes on these things. Watch for events to occur to prop it back up.
But you're going to see those 1%ers or 1% of 1%ers, you're going to see them get a lot wealthier, because this has always been, about wealth transfer from the many to the few.
But they're burying it in a giant game of whack-a-mole, along with their comrades over at Twitter, Facebook, and Google. Of course, they have their fact-checkers debunk everything first. These arbiters of truth who have more conflicts of interest than flavors of ice cream in Nancy Pelosi's freezer.
The burning of the Library of Alexandria certainly ranks among the worst crimes ever committed against humanity. And it is widely believed that the losses of scientific research, including that of physics and medicine, as well as the losses of cultural and historical knowledge and documentation, set back the progress of human civilization by at least 1,000 years.
At this point of the game, with all of our technology and the way that we're structured, we should have actually be able to flip all of that so that we're spending a lot less time in work and a lot more time in exploration and discovery and purpose. And in that sense, I think that can be done now. It's just finding different ways to kind of flip the script on the mainstream view of life itself.
And that we literally put liberty first. So Lander County, Nevada has become a member of the CSPOA. They have dedicated themselves to being a constitutional county, not just a sanctuary for the Second Amendment, but a sanctuary for the entire Constitution, especially the Bill of Rights. Now, we have other counties wanting to do it, and we even have a church wanting to do it. So we're going to make that go viral, and we're flipping this country not just flipping
Beautiful.
counties, because we're flipping this country and we're doing it county by county, state by state.
And when you do that, discover some things that you wouldn't or couldn't otherwise.
Make decisions based on intelligence, not on having my intelligence co-opted by mainstream media, political partisanship, globalist, corporate, fascist bias fed to me by recognized authority figures. I am an unrecognized authority figure in my own life, and you are in your own as well. Once you recognize that you're your own boss and you make your own decisions, you become free.
You must widen your gaze. I'm concerned you underestimate the gravity of coming events. You and I are bound together on a journey that will twist the very fabric